maybe we don't achieve in our generation, but at least our next generation, they can enjoy.
We have to teach governments, we have to teach banks, regulators, ordinary people why blockchain is so important for our society.
The Future is Now presents, together with Coinsbit and Digital Service Network, Chain 2020, Unchaining Asia. Our first stop in 2020 became the largest educational event of the new decade. Chain 2020 saw some 12,000 people from all over Southeast Asia and the world. Education, experience, engagement. The 3 E's being the motto for the gathering brought forth a new wave of interest from established businesses to take a deeper dive into the blockchain space and see what it's all about. Created in part by Coinsbit, Eastern Europe's largest crypto exchange, top 20 on CoinMarketCap, with its own OTC platform, a P2P lending platform, and the first of its kind global marketplace, the exchange is well on its way to becoming Tier 1. The event took place right prior to the global coronavirus situation, literally ending 5 days before the outbreak became a world sensation. The speakers included some of the more prominent innovators and thought leaders in the space.
What's interesting about this event is you see 12,000 people who really care. They're not on their cell phones tweeting and this and that. They're really paying attention. So they really care about what's going on. And you have speakers and different people who have a multitude of backgrounds. You get different ideas, different thoughts put together. And that's where innovation comes from, and creativity.
Mark Amati, a marvelous advisor, operator, and president at The Future is Now Media Group. Henry Arslanian, the head of crypto development at PricewaterhouseCoopers.
I also happen to be the chairman of the FinTech Association of Hong Kong. And today we have more than 400 companies representing over 1,500 people. And just shows you the scale of the growth of the FinTech ecosystem in the city.
Natalie Simpson, the COO of Coinsbit Exchange, who took the audience by surprise with her extensive knowledge of the Chinese language. Nikolai Udyansky, the founder of Coinsbit, also made it to Hong Kong. Jesse Lai, an affiliate marketeer leading over 50 million people in Asia on the path to a more sustainable economic position in their lives.
To build the trust among us, besides the education, besides the culture, mix our culture, and I think the technology is very important. The system is very important. So I think blockchain technology, it can solve a lot of problems, especially trust among human beings.
I would like to suggest to everyone to look into these opportunities, and it's better to jump on board and be among first than to miss all the chances and miss this opportunity.
Zoran Djukanovic also made his way to Hong Kong, the president of the Capital Market Authority of Montenegro. Alex Reinhardt, the founder of the Platin Coin, a blockchain platform that's taking personal wealth to the next level through the proof-of-stake mining and a worldwide ecosystem it's creating.
The biggest challenge of blockchain industry is the usage. To understand how everybody can use blockchain technology and blockchain product.
We also ran into many of our friends from the crypto community, like the CTO of Huawei Ecosystem Middle East, Jorge Sebastiano, president of the Free Republic of Liberland, Vit Jedlička, prominent YouTuber and influencer in the space, Christopher Yashinsky of Crypto, Tufi Saliba, a visionary cryptographer of Total Network, and a woman in blockchain, an AI technologist, Susan Oh. Let's explore the future of disruptive technologies together here in Hong Kong.
Get a wallet, experiment with the technology, try it out.
Stay tuned to the future. The future is now. Created by One Day Productions.
The future is now. Hong Kong, Chain 2020, education, progress, creation. More than 12,000 people have gathered here in the heart of the bridge between the East and the West to experience the coming of blockchain into the masses, beyond the hype. This is it. I'm Miguel Tanza Santiago. Stay with me in the chain.
The event kicked off with a guest star speaker, Jim Rogers, taking the stage. A man who started his first business at the age of 5, selling peanuts at baseball games and then picking up and recycling the used bottles right after those same events. The man's net worth today at 77 years old is over $300 million. His resume includes co-founding the Quantum Fund and Soros Fund Management. Mr. Rogers is openly proactive about blockchain technology and sees crypto as an inevitable evolution of finance. During his keynote, he pointed out a few very important things. One of them was that he strongly believes in the economic future of China and Asia and has relocated himself and his family to Singapore in 2007 with 2 daughters who today speak fluent Mandarin. Mr. Rogers was later joined by Vlad Zemfir for an exclusive Chain 2020 panel. Zemfir, being the lead architect of the consensus algorithm for the second biggest cryptocurrency, Ethereum, was perfect for the task of discussing the future of money with someone like Rogers, who comes from the world of established finance. Their joint view is that blockchain is the future. However, due to uncertainties beyond our control, we all should have a plan B. Futuristic show Futurama style rocks the crowd. A nice touch to an educational event that saw several innings of these dancing robots appear on stage and set a very exciting tone for the conference.
I'm so impressed with Hong Kong. I lived in Thailand and I used to come to Hong Kong and Singapore once a month, and it's evolved so much. And you can tell that people really care and they want to make a difference, and they're looking at blockchain and crypto more to really advance society and advance what they're doing instead of just using it just to make money, kind of like a casino. They're not doing that. They're using it to solve real problems. And that's very, very impressive. And I'm proud of that. I think that's what's going to make it really sustainable.
And of course, Chain 2020 is absolute impulsive event because it's the biggest. It brings now some abnormal energy in this market. Everybody in the whole world will speak about this event, and it brings new power to cryptocurrency, to blockchain technology. And I believe that only 2 markets are absolutely capable for development of blockchain technologies, Asia and India. Only because of population, it's more than 2 billion people. These 2 markets will be a key factor for whole blockchain industry and crypto market because of the population. And it will be very difficult to have an explosion in Europe or America only because it's not enough population and they are satisfied. They are okay. They are doing good.
Bitcoin's on the rise. Q1 of 2020. How is the industry looking overall now? Are you seeing more light at the end of the tunnel than we did in October 2019?
I think I'm looking at this. I think in 2020, there's a couple big trends that I'm watching. One of them is the continuous entry of institutional players. Obviously, in 2019, we saw a number of traditional banks enter the space. And in 2020, I expect even many more of them to enter. Not only fueled because of client demand, but also because of more regulatory clarity. Another area that I'm really following is the growth of central bank digital currencies. Today, according to the BIS, around 70 90% of central banks are doing some kind of research on the space. And I think catalyzed by Libra, I expect a lot more conversations and more like discussions on central bank digital currencies.
Convergence of banks, institutional capital, and government support has been slowly but surely taking shape in Asia. It goes to say that affiliate marketing has been a very successful tool on the continent as well. And in the blockchain age could be the next step that will help mass adoption.
I'm not deep in technology, I'm just in marketing. But because I'm leading millions of people in this world to change their lives, to work hard for their life. So for me, I think if I still bring them to sell products door by door, or if I still telling them that how to motivate yourself to earn like 1,000 a month, means I'm bringing them backwards. You see, so I have to know that the world is different. Where is the future? So I think it's my responsibility to bring them together to the future world. And like Mr. Jim Rogers said, we have backup. You see, we don't throw everything there, but we have to learn and we accept everything and be open-minded.
Even whole decentralized, newly created countries like the Free Republic of Liberland decided to hone in on Hong Kong.
What's going on? Why are you here?
Opening our representative office was long overdue, with some 1,200 people that applied for citizenship in Hong Kong, and a great team of people, and this is a great opportunity, right? How many times have you seen a blockchain event with 12,000 people in the audience?
Now, as we always find the innovators of the future, Chain 2020 was no exception. Let's take a look at several futurists that believe they can take the blockchain and create a use case, or maybe they already have. Let's go and take a look.
We found that Coinsbit, for example, a fairly young exchange, can still lead the way with its crypto marketplace, allowing users to buy goods from global online shopping platforms like Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, and AliExpress with crypto directly from their Coinsbit accounts. Its founder, Nikolai Yudiansky, was rated within the top 10 blockchain entrepreneurs of the former CIS countries in Eastern Europe. Nikolai also has a blockchain development company called Prof IT, developing various cryptocurrency projects, including the Coinsbit exchange. Bridging the gap between the government and users could indeed lead the way for mass adoption. But what are other issues that need to be solved in order for the world to finally adopt cryptocurrencies and the blockchain industry?
You can say that in blockchain and in crypto, the new population is looking at the same challenges. They don't understand 100% of the technology. They're a little bit apprehensive or afraid of the technology. So we need to build the right confidence and the right awareness, then obviously adoption will follow. I spent a lot of years building data centers, and we're trying to build efficient data centers. So here, in the name of distribution and trust, we have blockchain that is consuming massive amounts of energy. So that really means that it's simply not acceptable. So we need to move to more efficient mining and more efficient consensus algorithms. And that process is ongoing through the new versions of blockchain as we move forward.
We ran into another company that has that very same principle, building the infrastructure in order to attract users and inevitably fuel mass adoption of the industry while staying away from large energy consumption mining through the proof-of-work algorithm that's been the main driver of Ethereum and Bitcoin. Platinum Coin have created their own blockchain with daily rewards to all the holders of the currency through the proof-of-stake technology, enabling the users to truly feel the power of being a part of a crypto community.
Platinum Coin is profit-orientated, and it's about money and about people. It means that we are building infrastructure where everybody can earn money and company also, and where the whole crypto industry can grow together with us. For example, we're creating exchanges, funds, debit cards, POS terminals, ATMs, vending machines, and so far. We're creating the whole infrastructure because we had at the beginning only two options: to join foreign infrastructure or to create our own.
What made these two companies exciting is that both of them were enabling vending services to house their currency as a form of payment. For example, a vending machine was present at the conference, which had ice cream that you could pay for in Platinum Coin. It is small steps like these that allow for the user to get familiar with crypto.
What is the main issue you feel right now that's keeping the blockchain industry from expanding? What is the biggest problem we're having now as a space?
I think that adoption in and of itself is something which can be achieved only very slowly. However, the price tends to move exponentially, especially in the beginning in percentage terms. But I think in terms of adoption, we have to wait, because what will drive the adoption forward is the technology. For technology, we need developers. We need more smart people in the space. We need more blockchain developers, especially for Bitcoin, to drive things like the Lightning Network forward, the Liquid Chain, and so on. And once that is fully mature, I can tell you we will most probably have the mainstream adoption, and we will also see much higher prices.
And really, if you're talking about a decentralized system, is it necessarily decentralized when we're all siloed into broken chains? No, this is what's going to stop us, right? And so think about how you can connect legacy systems and people who are unbanked and people that are not in the system and build a better system for them to be able to get better paid, faster, more efficiently, and with greater transparency.
The event wrapped with a Futurama-style party, with Fifth Element characters bringing us back to the future.
You will see in 2-3 years, blockchain will be everywhere. Everyone will know what cryptocurrency is, and as early you start with your learning process, you can use this absolutely incredible technology in your real life to get better advantage and, of course, better lifestyle.
I think, it will be the Bitcoiners that will be on the Mars as the first people. There will be a big challenge, and the very important thing is that they choose with their heart the next step of evolution of mankind.
All these futurists have one goal in mind, and that is mass adoption of AI, blockchain, and cryptocurrencies through community-powered decentralized enterprise. Plans to continue the chain gatherings, coming with the next one happening in Malaysia, estimated to have 100,000 attendees, continuing with other countries all over the world as well.
Look at a problem and use the blockchain to solve it. Don't look at it to make money. You'll make money. I always say, if you ask for advice, you get money. If you ask money, you're going to get advice. So if you want money, ask for advice.
I think many of us are really working very hard in building the future of finance, but unfortunately, there's also a lot of bad apples that are trying to take advantage of the situation, and that really bothers me. The second thing that is keeping me up at night is actually a massive anti-money laundering or sanction violation scandal. I think all of us in the crypto ecosystem, we have this moral duty to ensure that we keep the bad apples away.
I believe the community needs to experiment and use this technology to change the way they do their daily lives, whether it's for payment systems or to help fund organizations that they believe are important in their lives. And I think blockchain and crypto has the capability or the vehicle to achieve this much more rapidly than you could do before.
What I recommend is to surely learn about blockchain, learn more about blockchain, and learn even more about blockchain. This all you can do through reading, through watching good documentaries where good people are featured, people who write books. Just keep learning, because it will be the future.
in case you are a blockchain developer, I want to thank you for being in this space and improving this space on a technology and fundamental level. In case you are not a developer, you are probably something who's speculating and investing, and that's also fine. I just want to urge you, if you are doing that, I also said that today in the speech, you shouldn't speculate and gamble your whole portfolio away. Always hold the majority of your holding. It's no financial advice, but it's eventually the best thing you can do in a holding portfolio, because that will be the only way you can make sure that you will drive the whole wave. It is very hard to outperform the market, especially on the shorter time frames. So make sure you're holding your Bitcoin, make sure you understand the value, and you are a true value investor also for the long run.
Chain 2020 will continue in the post-COVID world as an online event in the crypto space. Stay tuned for the next Chain 2020. I'm Miguel Francis Santiago, and I will see you on the next stop in the world of disruptive technologies. Stay tuned to the future. The future is now.